I trusted him for weeks, and then he reported me. The notification hit my screen like a punch. Roblox moderation. Account under review. Reason: inappropriate behavior and exploitation. I stared at it. My hands wouldn't move. I had done nothing wrong. But someone had reported me. And they had submitted evidence. Screenshots. Cropped, edited, twisted screenshots that made me look like the villain. And I knew exactly who sent them. His username was SpectreVoidX. And 20 minutes ago, he was my crewmate. Here's why that's terrifying. In Among Us on Roblox, your reputation is everything. I had spent weeks building mine. A clean record. A trusted name in the lobbies I played. People vouched for me. People saved me seats. I had never been the imposter who griefed. I had never spammed the chat. I played fair. Every single time. And SpectreVoidX knew all of that. He knew exactly what he was destroying. We met 3 weeks ago in a public lobby. He was funny. Smart. He called out imposters before anyone else could see it. We started queuing together. We made a good team. He had my back. I had his. Or so I thought. The first red flag? I missed it completely. It was during a game last week. I was crewmate. I finished my tasks in electrical, moving toward the cafeteria, when SpectreVoidX messaged me privately. Not in the game chat. Privately. You were in electrical alone for a long time. I laughed it off. Told him I had 3 tasks there. He said okay. But he said it too fast. Like he already knew the answer and was testing me anyway. I should have stopped there. But I didn't. 2 days ago, something else happened. We were in a lobby waiting for players to fill in. He asked me my favorite color. Random question. I told him blue. He said his was red. Then he said, red like your old username, right? I froze. I had an old username. From years ago. I had changed it twice since then. There was no reason he should have known it. I never told him. It wasn't on my profile anymore. How do you know that? I typed. You mentioned it once, he said. I never mentioned it. Not once. Not ever. I let it go. I told myself I was being paranoid. Maybe I had said it somewhere. Maybe in a voice chat I forgot about. I pushed it down and kept playing. Big mistake. Yesterday, things got strange fast. We were deep into a match. 8 players. I was imposter. SpectreVoidX was crewmate. That's just how the game goes sometimes. You play your role. I was careful. Subtle. I vented once, in admin, when I was absolutely sure nobody saw me. But when the body was reported, SpectreVoidX spoke first. It was the imposter. They vented in admin. I saw it. The lobby went quiet. I went quiet. He couldn't have seen me. I checked. The room was empty. There were no cameras in that section of the map. No witnesses. But he described exactly what I did. The vent. The direction. The timing. I got voted out. Game over for me. After the match, I confronted him in private messages. How did you know about the vent? He took 30 seconds to respond. 30 full seconds. Lucky guess, he said. That's not a lucky guess. That's surveillance. I started going back through our conversations. Every message. Every game. I started noticing a pattern I had completely missed. Every time I made a move he shouldn't have seen, he knew. Every time I said something in a different lobby, he referenced it later like he was there. He had been watching me. Not just playing with me. Watching me. Tracking me. Building something. And then the moderation notice came. I went back to the report details. It said the evidence included screenshots of me using inappropriate language and quote, coordinated griefing behavior across multiple sessions. I had never griefed. Not once. But the screenshots, they were real games. Real moments. Just cropped. Context removed. One showed me typing "get him out" during an emergency meeting. Normal. Innocent. But cropped to remove the part where someone had just reported a body. It looked like I was targeting a specific player for no reason. Another screenshot showed me venting as imposter. Which is literally the mechanic of the game. But the caption Spectre Void X added said I was exploiting a glitch. He knew how Roblox moderation worked. He knew that automated reviews sometimes don't check context. He knew that if enough reports came in with attached screenshots, the system would flag the account before a human ever looked at it. This wasn't impulsive. This was planned. I messaged him directly. No more games. I know what you did, I typed. You reported me with fake context. I have nothing wrong to hide, but you made it look like I did. The typing indicator appeared. Disappeared. Appeared again. Then, prove it. 2 words. Completely calm. Like he had rehearsed this. Why are you doing this? I asked. He didn't answer that. Instead he said, you always win. You always get picked. You always get the trust votes. You've been running these lobbies for weeks and nobody questions you. And there it was. Not a hacker. Not someone after my account for items or Robux. Not a troll who got bored. Jealousy. Pure, calculated, weeks-long jealousy. He had watched me earn something he wanted. Respect. Reputation. A name that people trusted in the lobbies. And instead of earning it himself, he decided to take mine apart. He had been taking notes on me. Screenshotting my gameplay. Learning my habits. Timing his report to hit when I was mid-session so the moderation notice would feel like it came out of nowhere. He wanted me panicking. Confused. Scrambling. But here's the twist. While I was in his messages, reading his responses, something clicked. He had slipped up. Earlier that same day, before any of this exploded, he had sent me a message that said, "Don't worry. The report won't stick if you just respond to moderation honestly." I hadn't told him about the moderation notice yet when he sent that. He sent that message 4 minutes before I even got the notification. He knew it was coming because he sent it himself. But he told me how to respond to it. Which meant he also knew what the report said. And he wanted me to respond in a specific way. Why? I thought about it hard. Then I searched his username across Roblox forums. Deep search. And I found a thread from 8 months ago. A different username. A different player. Same situation. Spectre Void X had done this before. The previous player described the exact same pattern. Friendly. Trustworthy. Weeks of teaming up. Then a wave of reports. But that player had responded to moderation the way Spectre Void X coached them to. And that response, following his script, actually made the account look more suspicious. Because the script was designed to. That helpful advice was a trap inside the trap. He wasn't just trying to get me banned. He was trying to get me to ban myself by following his instructions. I didn't follow the script. I submitted my own evidence. Full unedited recordings of my sessions. Timestamps. Context. I explained every screenshot he submitted and showed the full clip behind each one. I reported him directly and linked the forum thread showing the prior victim. 3 days later, my account review was closed. No action taken. Spectre Voix's account was suspended. But here's what I keep thinking about. I almost trusted his advice. I almost responded the way he told me to. If I had been just a little more panicked, a little less suspicious, I would have handed him exactly what he needed. He spent weeks building my trust just to make sure I would listen to him at the worst possible moment. The scariest part of this isn't that someone tried to get me banned. It's how long he waited. How patient he was. How friendly he seemed. Your closest teammate might be your biggest threat. And you won't know it until the moderation notice is already on your screen.